What's going on, everyone? My name's Tenebrous Infinite, and have you ever wanted to roll into a dungeon in Elden Ring, find yourself a comfortable spot to sit down, and passively gain runes infinitely while you do something else, like, say, watching YouTube or a movie or something, doing some homework, or, God forbid, going outside for the first time in weeks? Well, this farm won't help with that last one, but it's definitely the best passive rune farm I've found so far in Elden Ring. There are some incredibly powerful forms of rune farming in Elden Ring, but this easily sits up there with the best as it's an infinite source, relatively safe, and mostly AFKable, allowing you to passively farm these runes in your off time when you don't feel like actively grinding. To get to this dungeon, you'll want to head to the beach that you fight Starscourge Radahn at, and you'll want to head to the northern part of the beach where these 3 boats are sitting just right by the shoreside. You'll be looking for the War Dead Catacombs, which is sitting just in the cliff wall. Getting to this dungeon does have the caveat of having to beat Radahn first, but this allows you to have an opportunity to farm these runes after you've beaten Radahn at the kind of like early to mid game stage of the game. Again, you'll just want to look for the 3 boats on the map, and then you'll find the dungeon carved into the cliff. Once you enter the dungeon, down the stairwell past the Site of Grace, you'll find 2 Cleanrod Knight ghosts fighting a bunch of Redmane soldier ghosts. These ghosts respawn infinitely, and are in the process of a kind of endless battle here. The nice thing is, you can score all the runes dropped by these dudes as they defeat each other, which is basically free real estate. There are a few things to keep in mind while you wait around though, which is why I call this a passive farm instead of a full-on AFK farm. First up is making sure that these guys are damaging each other. If you see the enemy's health bars disappear, drop a quick arrow, long-range spell, or throwing knife into the bunch, and the health bars will pop back up so that you can keep track of things. When you head into here, you want to make sure that you're only heading up the left-hand side stairs from when you're entering into the room. Heading up the right-hand stairs will lead you further on into the dungeon, away from where you want to farm. As well, there's a bunch of Redmane longbow archers, and they're pretty annoying to deal with. Third up are the respawning ghost dudes. The Redmane soldiers die pretty quick to the Cleanrod, so you'll want to use the pillar to block their line of sight so they keep fighting the Cleanrod instead of coming on over to you. But if they do hop on over, just try to knock them down to the Scarlet Rot pile below and they'll continue fighting the Cleanrod dudes. The last tip... NANI? This freaking guy! I swear, this spawn was put here just so you can't fully AFK this location. He spawns right where you want to be at, so he really is the one thing that you need to watch out for while you gather runes here. In order to maximize the amount of runes that you're able to farm here, you'll want to head on over to the abandoned cave that's also here in Caelid. If you hop across the ravine along this really gnarled route, you'll be able to find the abandoned cave just sitting in the cliff edge, equally. And in here, if you can complete this cave and beat the boss at the end of it, you'll be able to get your hands on the Golden Scarab Talisman. And this talisman is excellent for rune farming because it boosts the amount of runes that you gain at a pretty decent amount. Gave it a quick Google here, and it's 20%! That's pretty good, man! And the nice thing about this passive farm is that if you ever want to farm it actively, if you're at the level where you can take these guys on, then you can go off and just kind of jump into the fray and, again, just soak up all of the experience points, because these guys continue to spawn infinitely in this little arena here. I was able to jump up from 20k to 80k here really easily. So this is actually very viable when it comes to the amount of runes that you get in terms of time. It kind of varies. It's not as set as other rune farming methods, but it does offer like 60k in half an hour, which that's not bad. Over the span of a day and a bit here, you can see that I was able to save up even 1.3 million in here, because again, it's so safe, and if you do happen to die, your runes are right there, and the Site of Grace is just right back, so you can pick them up really, really easily. You just have to look out for the kind of hazards that are in the area, which are the strong ghosts, and the rot down below. So, I guess I'm really trying to put the infinite in Tenebrous Infinite for this one, but hopefully this will help you dudes in your quest to become the Elden Lord here. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up, and if you're new, consider subscribing. I'm thinking if you all want to see it, I could bring a heck of a lot of unique content about this game. But enough plugs for me. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Until then, peace.